Thank you, sir. May I now call Dr. Lata Narasimhan to present the bouquet to our Honorable Governor. I request Ms. Priya to present a bouquet to Dr. M.D. Nair. I request Dr. Swarna Lakshmi to present the bouquet to Dr. Vishwakarma. I request Ms. Aarti to present a bouquet to Dr. S.P. Tyagarajan. And I request Dr. Ms. Ramnath to present a bouquet to Professor Dr. A.B. Mandal. Now, I request Dr. Narasimhan Srinivasan, the convener of this international integrated approach to herbal technology and also the chairman managing director of Astagiri Herbal Research Foundation, to deliver the welcome address.
Good morning to everybody. Your Excellency, Honorable Governor of Chhattisgarh, Shri Shekhar Dutt ji, Dr. M.D. Nair, Dr. Vishwakarma, Dr. Mandal, Dr. Tyagarajan, Dr. Lokeshwari, and my other senior friends in the auditorium, Dr. Pandey, Dr. Seema, Dr. Periyasamy, and other invited speakers here. Very good morning to all of you. It gives me very great pleasure in welcoming one and all. And mainly, I would be not only welcoming but also thankful and grateful to Honorable Governor. I met him only twice in Raipur, and the second time we had a very long meeting. And in that meeting, he was instrumental in bringing together many different departments into one for the cause of natural product research. And that gave me the inspiration to think of harnessing the herbal products and looked into various departments, various faculties, multidisciplinary approach towards harnessing these herbal products. So we thought of convening a meeting, and I requested the governor if he could come and inaugurate the seminar, which will be a very highly motivating factor for people in this part of the country. And to my pleasant surprise, I got a call from the Raj Bhavan and said that the governor has given his consent to come and inaugurate the program. I was not, I didn't have words to express my gratitude to the governor for accepting to come here. And now when I looked into his itinerary, what I got from the Raj Bhavan yesterday showed that he has got no other schedule here except to inaugurate this program. You are welcome, sir, and I am very grateful to you for this gesture. I welcome Dr. M.D. Nair, who was having a very, had a health problem a few months back. But when I called him and told him, sir, we need your advice, he was readily there to help us. And immediately he accepted. He said, Narasimhan, I will come. Thank you, Dr. Nair, and you are welcome to this inaugural function. And Vishwakarma, as usual, I was not able to contact him at all. I sent him a message, Doctor, we need you. And there was no communication back from him, and I was wondering what is happening. And Dr. Brakaspati from DST gave me his mobile number. I contacted Vishwakarma and he said, I already approved, I am coming there. So then I thought he has got a lot of goodwill for this function, and I welcome Vishwakarma. You have taken all the troubles to come from RRL. I am from Jammu to Chennai. It's a very long distance, and I'm very happy that he could participate in this program. Thank you, Vishwakarma. And Dr. Mandal, he is the director here. I went and talked to him, and he readily agreed to be with us for this inauguration function, and I welcome you, sir. And of course, my other friends, Tyagarajan is here, the chairman of this conference, and Dr. Lokeshwari, who is our co-organizer of this conference. I welcome both of them here from Ramachandra University. With this, I welcome all the other dignitaries and scientists who are going to make presentations, only poster presentations, and all my invited speakers who are going to talk about various aspects of herbal technology here. And I welcome each and every one of you here. And it's a very great pleasure for me to see you here and really cooperating with me for integrating different disciplines into the cause of herbal science. Now, I'm also taking this opportunity to introduce the theme to people here, how we conceived this idea, and what is that we are going to talk about in the next 2 days. The herbal technology, we have been looking at standardization or isolation and so many things. Natural product chemistry has been here for quite long, and we can't forget Professor T.R. Govindachari from this state, who has done yeoman work on this natural products. That herbs, how to make use of these herbs. Now people are looking for alternate medicines. The allopathic medicines, everyone in the family, they are spending more than thousands of rupees for their treatment. Do we have alternate methods? These methods are provided already in Ayurveda for 5,000 years. It is being practiced. So I looked at the herbs. Now I want to process the herbs to a useful product. What is the method? Then Ayurveda provided some insight into how we can process the herbs and make them useful. Amazingly, there is no ailment which is missed in Ayurveda, the modern ailment which is missed in the reference from Ayurvedic literature. So that means all the modern ailments are already known to them, and they have given some prescriptions. Now then, what are those prescriptions? They are making aqueous extract like a kashayam, they are making ghee extract, ghritam, and microbial transformations or even alcohol extractions. All those extraction methods are prescribed in Ayurveda, which in modern terms we look at the solvent extractions, polar extractions, non-polar extractions, and things like that. Now, if that is the case, then what is the chemical that is being extracted into that? Why this Ayurveda is not being accepted globally? Now, when we look into that, okay, I'm now going to take Ayurvedic procedures for processing the herbs, but I want this to be accepted globally. What are the needs? So those needs we could find from that one is the availability of the herbs and its acceptability. Acceptability in terms of mode of action of these herbs, bioefficacy of these herbs in the treatment. So that brings us to an interdisciplinary area. The availability of herbs, some of them are endangered species, some of them requiring some kind of active ingredient presence in them. So we come to the cultivation technologies. That's why I brought in a couple of speakers in cultivation technologies who will talk about tissue culture propagation or micropropagation and things like that of these herbal products. And then the global needs, once we make these products, what is required from these products? So that I have a couple of speakers to tell us, these are all needed globally for people to accept your product. And then we go for the standardization, consistency of your products. The consistency here is chemical consistency as well as the herbal consistency. So we have people to talk about the standardization and the isolation of the chemicals and things like that. Then the one thing left is the mode of action. How do we know that this molecule is going to act in this fashion? We are now trying to have a parallelism between the modern drugs. How do they act? There is bioinformatics which suggests that these are the protein targets and this is how this molecule acts. And so we now take from the herbal product, the molecules present in the herbs, and see through bioinformatics how these molecules will behave. What is the mode of action? So even without going through the actual study of mode of action, we could probably predict using bioinformatics. And people are talking of nanotechnology. And right now, the nanotechnology being used is only the metal particles making a metallic products. How can we use the organic molecules as nanoparticles so that they will have better efficacy in the treatment? So these are all the concerns, and we thought these are all the various technologies that could be addressed, and maybe a holistic picture of herbal technology could emerge out of this conference. So this is the genesis of the idea, and we have proposed this, and I'm fortunate enough to get speakers in each one of these areas, which is giving us a great strength. And after this seminar conference, we will be in a position to focus our attention on the necessities or the important activities that we can undertake for making this herbal technology globally acceptable. And Chhattisgarh is the land of herbs, and the governor represents that state. And I'm very happy that he is here today, and we look forward to his directions also. Thank you very much. I welcome one and all. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Narasimhan. Now, could I request Dr. S.P. Tyagarajan to deliver his talk on the Government of India initiatives.
His Excellency, Honorable Governor of Chhattisgarh, Sri Shekhar Chet Sir, Dr. R. Vishwakarma, the Director of the Indian Institute of Integrated Medicine, Jammu, Professor A.B. Mandal, Director of the Central Leather Research Institute at Chennai here, my long-term friend and colleague, Dr. M.D. Nair, Senior Pharmaceutical Consultant, internationally renowned,